Hello, thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. Of all the attorneys that I've worked with and the many attorneys that I have met, so many have been able to use video in incredible ways and very creative ways to really work for their business and really drive new clients and to just smooth out all the bumps in the road so that their daily work is so much easier to handle. I wanted to share with you some of the most creative and some of the most effective things that you can use in video for your law practice to really get great results. Anytime I work with an attorney, I always ask them, who are you trying to communicate to primarily? And when they say they're customers, new customers or old customers, that really narrows down what we can do. But there's so many things that you can do. For one, I believe that every website, especially for a law office, should have an introduction from the owner of the practice so that they know who they're going to be talking to, so that they know that it's not just an online business, so that they know that there's someone who takes accountability for how the business behaves and how they're treated. A business introduction on a website can be as simple as 30 seconds on the homepage or a much more elaborate introduction further into the website that someone would find, but equally essential. If your work is anything like mine, the majority of your new clients are going to ask usually the same 5 questions. Now, you can spend the time and explain them to them, which you should, I mean, it's polite, but if you can put those answers in video form, send them to your clients, even before you've met them in person, you will save so much of your own time, you will build up so much of your own credibility, and the client sometimes would say to me, "Oh, are you psychic? How'd you know I was thinking that?" And just, of course I know you were thinking that. Everyone asks that. So an explanation of your services and your frequently asked questions in video form on your website so people can easily see it, in a newsletter so people can easily see it, or sent to them directly when it's most important. What they need to do, what they need to sign, when they need to get it back to you, and what they need to avoid. You will get great customer response and retention using this system. Not every business can take full advantage of social media. There's some businesses that they have to be very careful of what they say, and depending on your law practice, you might be one of those that has to be extremely careful. But that doesn't mean that you should totally forego social media, because social media isn't just a place to share things with your friends. It's a great way just to get yourself visibility. And you can create content based on just about anything. Your kid's soccer program, your own volunteer work, your own hobbies, whatever you want to do. And as long as you're keeping it updated and letting people know that you are continually chugging, continually working, continually creating content, and continually available for them with your services, they'll remember you and they will work with you. I know a financial advisor that has extreme limitations on the kind of things that he can say openly because he's representing a firm. But what he uses social media for, which I think is just brilliant, is he talks about the news. He'll talk about the Fed has said that they're going to be changing the rates. This is what it means. This is what you should be looking for. And he talks in a much more vague context and just gives explanations. Simple answers to the kind of questions that most people will have hearing the news and not quite understanding what they're talking about. So it's a great way to build credibility. It's a great way to prove that you know what you're talking about, that you're easy to talk to, and, well, if people think you really know your stuff, they're going to want to talk to you. One of the most fun parts of working with attorneys is that it opens up a much greater field of how video can be used, such as using video in court. I have worked with an attorney who has used to great success videos prepared in a very particular order so that he could go point by point, showing every detail of how a particular act happened to follow his narrative of what he wanted the jury to understand. And it can be very powerful stuff. The visual aids of good video in a presentation form, following and edited so that it follows a pure line of thought, is great stuff. Every business should have testimonials, not just for the fact that it's someone saying something nice about your business, but a very good testimonial is just as beneficial to you as it is for your new clients, because you get a full, unadulterated opinion from someone that you worked with about why they enjoyed working with you, what you did differently, what impressed them, and just how excited they are to work with you again or refer you to someone else. To get that kind of opinion raw from the heart of someone that you really affected is a joy that I think every business should have. And with attorneys, there are many things that you can't have people talking about, but if you just have them talking about the emotional experience of working with you, how you took them from a place of doubt and fear and hopefully took them to a much better place, that you really changed their lives, and if you can get that on video, that's gold. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. I am a thorough believer that video is a tool of honest communication and should be used as such. I think that you speaking right to the camera, telling people about why you're passionate about what they do, is the best salesman you will ever have. I would love to talk to you more about other things that video can do for you. Thank you so much, and keep doing the good work.